Yep. It is.
All right, we are back to start the second period. Guardians down by 1. SD coming into the zone, trying to move it into the center, try to take a shot. Shot goes wide. SD into the corner first. Throws it around behind the net. Guardians defense on pursuit. Throws it up the boards, gets it out. SD defense picks it up, trying to regroup. He starts to skate it through the middle. That's poked away. Guardians now in possession. Throws it up the center of the ice. Bar on pursuit. Unable to get there. Katua now driving him off to the boards as he skates into the zone. Takes a shot. That hits the post. Now it's behind the net. Guardians throw it up to Olsen. Olsen now picks up the puck, starts skating through center ice. Now it's picked up by Katava. Katava now skating it into the zone. He starts to go wide. Takes a shot that's deflected off the defenseman. Piggy now with the puck. He dumps it in deep. SD now starting to skate it out of their own zone. Olsen poke checks it away. He retreats back to the goes across ice. Now coming through, that's intercepted by Higgy. Higgy then throws it up to Bar. Bar unable to control it. SD comes back the other way. Now one-on-one on the defense, takes a shot. That goes wide. Battling now behind the net. Throws it out to defenseman. Defenseman throws it back into the corner. SD now retrieves the puck in that corner, intercepted by Higgy. Battle behind the net. SD comes out with it in the corner. They move it out to the point. Point tries to take a shot, misses, throws it back in deep. Shot goes wide. SD then picks it up, throws it back deep in the zone. Guardians throw it up the boards, trying to clear it, to get it out. Bar trying to get to it, unable to get to it. SD then sends it back into the zone. Higgy picks it up. Passes it up to Olsen. Olsen now skating up the ice. He's quickly on by SD, and they get it back into the zone. Simonson now retrieves it, takes it behind his own net. Tries to pass it up, can't get a hold of it. It skates it back around the other side. Passes it over to Olsen. Olsen can't control. SD dumps it back down deep into the zone. Peggy pushes it up. Bar trying to get there. Picked up by Katava. Katava passes up the Bar. Bar unable to control it. Turnover. SD going back the other way. SD throws it in deep. Peggy now with the puck. Peggy passes cross ice to Bar. Bar now moving up the far side boards. Tries to make a move. Gets the puck taken away. SD then moves up the side. They get caught on a line change. He's going up the side. Tries to get it over to the middle. Kicked out by Morbacek. SD now has possession in the boards as Morbacek battles for it. Cromden then blocks that shot in front of the net, throws it up out of the zone, back out to the defense of SD. SD goes D to D, regrouping. And they're unable to control it. Good pursuit by the Guardians. SD still able to get it cleared. So Algram now with the puck, loses control, turnover. SD now coming back the other way. Lynette working at tying him up. Puck then comes back to the D as they regroup. SD moves around one guy, then throws it in deep into the zone. Cronlund now running pursuit behind the net. Cronlund tries to move it up the far wall, so that's deflected out, no ice. Lynette hard on pursuit into the SD zone as Algrim comes in to support. Puck then kicks out. Guardians have to regroup. Pass over to Cronlund. Cronlund kicks it up the sidewall. SD now picks it up into their own zone. Moves it over D to D, then starts moving up ice. SD passes, loses control. Lynette then picks up the puck. He throws up the board to the D. D throws it back down in deep. SD then skates around the net, trying to get it to the center of the ice. There's a tangle up in the corner. And Guardians come out. They try to pass cross ice, intercepted by the defenseman and thrown in back to the zone. SD now in control. Tries to center it. Cronlund kicks that out. Nearly cleared out of the zone. Algrim now battling down into the corner. Still battling. And that puck kicks out. They get a quick shot, and that's covered up by Wall. Guardians face-off goes right into this middle of the ice as they try to get a couple shots, unable to get it to the net. SD then throws it down in deep. That kicks out into the middle. They take another shot. Shot goes wide. Piggy then behind the net, circles around the net, looking up, passes it up to Amos. Amos now skating it up the sideboards. Through central ice, get it into their own zone. SD throws it back up. That's intercepted by Higgy. Higgy waits for them to get on sides, then goes. Bar now in pursuit as SD then throws it out of the zone and starts to go the other way. They throw it in deep as the Guardians go in. He goes down. Bar now with the puck. He throws it up the sideboards. Katava kicks it in the middle. Passes it up to Amos. Amos now skating it up. He's got room. He's going out to the outside. Escapes out. Now takes a look. He's got time. Tries to throw it. That pass is intercepted. Now SD going back the other way. So he's got speed up the sidewall. Higgy uses it. He's able to break that up. Not able to get a shot. That puck kicks out to the front. Now Bar with the puck. He gets it clear out of the zone. SD then passes it back to the D. Go D to D. And then move it up ice. That's it. That goes long. That should be an icing. That's icing on SD. We have Algrim taking the face-off here in the offensive zone. He draws it over the sideboards. They battle for the puck. That's kicked back. Defense unable to hold it. That goes all the way down the ice. That should be another ice. They wave it off. Cronlund now throws it up to O'Brien. O'Brien now skating it through. Passes it up to Lynette. Lynette unable to hold on to it. Turnover. SD's going back the other way. They enter the zone. They pass it over to the far side. Take a backhand shot. Shot goes wide. Puck goes out to the point. Point now in control. He starts to skate in the zone. Tries to center that kick back the other D. They take a shot that's high in the air. And that's sealed up by Wall. Guardians lose the face-off. Puck goes back to the point for SD. They throw it back in deep to the zone. Two Guardians on the puck, able to get control. They're now trying to throw it out of the zone. Defenseman able to hold that in, dump it back in deep. Now goes around behind the net. Cronlund then picks it up, unable to control it. And SD's battling now into the corner. They got three Guardians in there trying to get possession. They throw it up the boards, trying to clear it, able to clear it. That's a good play. We got a breakaway by the Guardians. We got 2-on-0. So that's back check. That's picked up from behind him, not able to get a shot off. SD then able to clear the zone and throws it to the far side. Cronlund then goes back to retrieve it. He throws it up the sideboards. SD then able to get it back into the zone. Moravicek steps up, trying to throw it up, but wasn't able to get a stick on it. SD with possession, he throws it back to the D. D goes, intercepted. We got a breakaway. We got coming in strong. He's able to pick him up. SD then circles back, comes back the other way. SD moving it in. He comes into the middle, takes a shot. That's kick saved by Wall. SD now retrieves the puck, throws it in the center. He's unable to control it, circles back around, passes up to the top of the D. That's nearly intercepted. Moravicek now goes back to the corner to retrieve the puck. He throws it up to the winger, but he's unable to control it. SD now in control in the corner. Still battling for the puck. He moves it into the center ice. That's broken up by Moravicek. Algrim starts to skate through the center of the ice. He's got speed. He's moving. Oh, and offsides. He tried hard to just couldn't get his toe to hold back. Guardians starting to pick up the pace now. We got Katava taking the face off. So unable. SD then moves around their defense, skating into the zone. That's quickly broken up, kicked out by Wall. Brantley Bar now into the corner. He tries to get possession. Katava now battling in front. SD tries to backhand it in. That's blocked by Katava. Higgy then pulls him in against the boards as Bar tries to get it. He's digging in there. We got a pile up. Bar goes down. SD comes out with it. Bar then ties him up. Higgy tries to go. That gets back, goes back to the D. They take a shot. That's a chest save by Wall. Nice save. Comes back to the D again. He tries to poke check it. He's going around, takes a shot. That shot goes wide. Brantley Bar then tries to race to the puck, race to the sidewall. He pins him up against the board. Higgy now with the puck, able to clear the zone. They have to regroup. Olsen in pursuit. Bar. They move it back the other way. Defense breaks that up. Bar now with the puck. He's got room. He's going to the side, but he gets taken down. SD starts to come back the other way. They move it up as he comes out. He tries to get it, unable to get a shot. He gets tied up. So that's kicked out. Puck's laying in front of the net and cleared out by Higgy. SD then gets it deep in the zone. Higgy in control of the puck. He loses. SD picks it up. He's skating around, passes it out to the top of the D. That's intercepted. Now Guardians come back the other way. Katava trying to get control of the puck. He passes cross ice to Bar. Bar now skating up the ice. He loses it. SD then circles around with Olsen in pursuit. SD then comes through neutral ice. They skate to the middle. Unable to go around. Broken up by Lynette. He's able to regain control. Toe drags around one guy and then poked out of there by Higgy. Defense now in control. They get it down deep, starts skating into the corner. He stops, looks back, gets it out to the point. Point skates over, gets a shot, and goal. Face-off won by SD as they come across center ice. Try to skate in the zone. They dump it down. Moravicek down in the corner to the puck. He throws it up the wall. They try to center. That comes back out to the blue line. That's tipped out in front, goes wide. Moravicek now with the puck as they battle in the corner. Guardians pick it up in the corner, try to go cross ice. That's intercepted in the middle, comes up the point. They take a shot. That's blocked by Wall. Wall slides over. Another great save. SD now with control of the puck as they skate around the top of the zone. That goes over to the far point. He takes a slap shot into the net. It goes wide. SD in the corner first. Comes back out to the point. They move across ice. That's intercepted. And moving up. Now it's a puck race. SD to the puck first. He circles around, cuts back the other way. He throws it up the boards, bouncing it back to our D. That's unable to be controlled. That's no ice. Conlon has to go back behind the net to retrieve. SD making a line chase. He passes across ice. O'Brien now with the puck. He's got one guy to beat. Shoulder ice around him. Comes back the other way. Unable to get a shot. Just lose it. Pass it back to the middle. And puck now back into the corner. SD now skating around the home net. They pass it out to the wing as he skates it up out of the zone. He then goes to the middle, cross ice, unable to find anybody. Moravicek then picks it up, throws it up out of the zone, up the sidewall. Moravicek now goes cross ice and then passes it up to Albram. Albram not able to connect. Brian goes around one guy. Conlon now picks it up. He working to try to get it into the zone. And offsides. Tava to take the face-off just outside the offensive zone. And Brantley Barr comes out with it. He passes out to the D. D then moves it across the red line, dumps it in. Katava forechecking as the puck moves up the wall. Defense steps up. Barr able to keep that in, dump it back in deep. Now Amos comes in behind the net chasing. Barr now in pursuit. He's unable to get to it. SD starts to try to move it out of their zone as they move up middle ice. That's broken up by Higgy, but bounces back the other way. Wall tries to kick it out to the sidewall, and it goes in behind the net. SD then picks it up, passes it out to the D. D goes D to D. Barr trying to get to him, just misses, unable to get it up. Puck goes back deep into the zone. Battle now in behind the net as they skate it up. Amos now on the far side, moving up the ice. He chips it up into the zone. Could be an icing. That's icing on the Guardians. SD now skating around behind the net. He just throws it out to the point. He tries to control. That's taken away by the Guardians. They go cross ice. O'Brien now moving up the ice. He tries to get in deep, and they're called for offsides. Conlon now moves it up the ice. He tries to move it into the center. Algram now with puck, trying to get into the middle of the ice, unable to. Lynette now trying to hold it, tie up into the boards. They try to push it in down deep. That comes out to the point. Moravicek then takes a shot, and that's gloved by SD goaltender. Face off now down in the Guardian zone. That's one back. SD, Brantley trying to tie up in the corner. SD now coming out with speed. They're tied up along the sidewall. That's here at center ice. That's kicked back to Conlon. Conlon then looks, he throws it up the boards. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen now skating up the sidewall. He tries to center it. That's shot by Brantley. That's goal. Guardians goal. Mishandle, get a good bounce. Barr able to pick that up on a rebound, and goal for the Guardians. Figure retrieves it back in his own zone. He throws it out. That's shot on D. Wall, kick save. Simonson battling behind the net. Katava comes out with it. Katava looking up ice. He starts to move. He's looking around, trying to find someone open. He escapes. He passes it back to the D. D then moves it D to D and moves up to Bar. Bar now in puck. He throws it wide. Olsen now picks it up. He enters into the zone. Tries to get a shot, but the buzzer sounds. Now going into the third period, Guardians down by 1.
Hey, I love it when you guys do that stuff a little because Mitch does his games a lot of times, but a lot of times I don't know what's going on. Every once in a while, like, is that Ram out there or not? So I text Amy. No, that is.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that. Bradley's 97, and there's another kid that's 87.
Yeah.
And yesterday,
I did that a couple times. The 87 was a little smaller than Brad.
Hold up your sign.
see, I didn't know.
It's okay, Renee was cheering for the other team for the first like 5 minutes. She's like, go, go. What's worrying? Michelle. We're not
Now about to start the third period. Puck drops. SD comes out with the face-off. He circles around in the neutral zone. He circles back into the zone, regrouping. He kicks it up over to the wing. Wing circles back, tries to go across ice. Circles back the other way. You got O'Brien in pursuit. And SD able to move around. They pass it up ice. As they enter the zone, he goes wide. That's poked away by Simonson. Simonson, puck down into the corner as they battle for the puck. Brian gets him tied up. Lynette now trying to get him. He goes down, get a shot. That's blocked by Morvacek. Morvacek now circles back in, looking cross ice. That's up in the air. So that's a good bounce. O'Brien now in pursuit. We got 2-on-1. And that's poked away by the defenseman. Brian circles back, able to get back to the puck as they battle, trying to get it down in deep into the zone. SD then able to throw it up, held in by Simonson. SD now in their own zone, skating around behind their own net. He toes drags around one guy. He moves to the middle. That's poked away. We got an opportunity here. That's shot and a goal! And a goal! Turnover by the defenseman. Goal for the Guardians. Who got that? So I believe that goal was by Briggs Lynette. That's just hard work goal there. Excellent. Puck's thrown into the front of the net. It's kicked away by Wall. Barr able to get it out. He's in hot pursuit. He's able to get around him. He ties him up, trying to get control of the puck, get it down deep into the zone. Still battling down in the sidewall in the center ice. Still battling for the puck. Guardians now coming out with it. Katava goes around one guy. He goes in wide. He tries to go around, and they lose control. SD now coming back the other way. They got 3-on-2. They start to go wide. Goes around defenseman, gets a shot. That's blocked by Wall. Conlon then able to clear. As SD picks it up, centers. Let's take a shot in front of the net. That's thrown out by Morvacek. Defense then holds the zone, throws it back in deep. Overcheck now into the corner, picks up the puck. He's quickly pursued. Now Cronlin picks up, goes around the net. He passes it up to Barr. Barr throws it up to Tava. Tava now skating through center ice. He's got room. He's through 2 people. Tries to get it to the other side, and Amos just unable to reach and get a shot off. SD now coming back into the corner. They skated out of their own zone. They move it up to center ice. He tries to go wide. He goes back to the net. Tries to get a shot, but that's kicked out by Cronlin. Katava then gets it and throws it up the ice. That's probably going to be no ice. That hits a snow patch. No ice. SD now skating it up. They move it up the ice. That's picked up by Lynette. Lynette tries to skate around, get it in deep. Comes back into neutral ice. SD now with it. He circles back into his own zone. Lynette in pursuit on the forecheck. They go around behind their own net and they pass it up to the wing. Wing then tries to move it in the center, and that's broken up. Guardians now have an opportunity to get back, takes a shot, and that's blocked by defenseman. And it's then thrown out to the point. Higgy holds it. Higgy throws it down in deep as O'Brien goes into the corner. As their defenseman escapes out, O'Brien goes down. SD now moving out of their zone. He goes cross ice. He's unable to hold it. That turns it over. Now Lynette able to get it, trying to get it in deep. He's tied up. Puck's kicked back out to center ice. Simonson then picks it up. Guardians are out of the zone. They throw it in deep. And that's covered up by SD goaltender. Katava take the face off. He wins it to Olsen. Olsen then moves it back to the D. Battle behind the net. Got 2. Katava's in there battling. He's in the corner. He gets control. He's on by two SD defensemen. He goes down. SD now starting to skate it out of their own zone. He throws it up. And Simonson steps up, trying to break that up, but SD still keeps in control. They skate it into the far side, down into the corner. Higgy then intercepts it. He throws it up to Olsen. Olsen now with the puck. He tries to get it out, but that's blocked. So Higgy now with it, throws it out. That clears to Olsen. Olsen now with room. Has a lot of pressure coming from the backside and is unable to keep control. He then throws it into the far corner. Bardal in pursuit into the corner. He comes out. He's got room. He loses the puck and goes back into the corner. SD now with control. He throws it back up. Barr then takes it and he gets tied up. That kicks out to the point to Simonson. He takes a shot, but that's blocked. Now O'Brien's swooping in. He's able to get control. Then Higgy takes a shot. That goes wide. Higgy goes down. SD now in the corner, coming out the other side. He moves up center ice. As he's moving, he's all alone. He's got 2 defensemen down. He takes a shot. That goes kick save by Wall. Nice job, Wall. Simonson now going behind his own net. He skates up the ice. He looks for someone to move the puck to. He tries to get across ice, but it just misses and cannot connect. SD then takes control of the puck, skates into their own zone, then move across ice. SD then throws it deep in the zone, and they go for a line change. Cronlin picks up the puck. He's able to throw it back to... That's offsides by SD. Face-offs battle picked up by Guardians. Lynette gets it across center line, then dumps it in deep. SD now in control. They skate it around their own net. Guardians on forecheck. O'Brien able to keep knocking that puck down in deep. Then Algrim battling for the puck as they try to work. SD then gets possession. They skate it back behind their own net. Lynette in pursuit. Lynette that hits a skate, goes to the front. That's picked up by Algrim. Algrim has some room, unable to get a shot. He's tied up, but then picks it back up. Skates it out to his point. Unable to hold it. Now SD going back the other way. Cronlin in pursuit. He's trying to get him. He blocks that shot. Puck goes wide in the corner. Moravicek now behind the net battling. Then picked up by Lynette. He goes down. No call. Lynette picks it up. He battles through one guy, but then quickly picked up by SD defenseman. As he circles around, he's got speed going to the outside. Lynette quickly coming up on him, trying to push him to the outside. Moravicek unable to block that pass, going into the middle. Now Guardians picks it up, kicks it out of the zone. Now Catawba with speed. He skates it into the zone to the far side. He then escapes. Guardians making a line change. Barr now comes up to the defenseman, tries to hold it in his zone. Barr able to come to the puck. He now has possession, throws it out to the middle, intercepted by SD. SD then tries to throw it up the boards as defenseman tries to hold it. That puck comes out. Back to the defenseman. He goes cross ice to Barr. Barr now with the puck. He throws it around. Goes now deep in the zone. He circles back, throws it in the middle. That's intercepted. Now comes out to the D. Simonson takes a slap shot. Doesn't get much on it. To the D. Intercepted by Guardians. Takes a shot. Rebound. Oh, unable to get there. That was a good scoring opportunity. Simonson now kicking it down in deep. Barr throws it out to the point. He moves around one guy. Heggie then throws it into the corner. Amos now in pursuit. Catawba picks up the puck. Amos and Catawba now battling for possession down in the far corner. SD then throws it up the boards. That's not going to be icing. So Simonson's got one guy on strong. He goes down but able to get it out. Barr then picks up the puck. He goes around one guy and then goes down. He can't control. SD now going back the other way. We got a one-on-one. Tries to push him the outside shot. That's blocked. That's a chest save by Wall. Barr able to clear the puck out of the zone. SD picks it up as they circle in. They skated into the zone to the far side. He tries to move it in the middle. Defenseman blocks that up. Simonson with a nice way to use his body there to get that puck pushed to the outside. We got a battle. Cronlin into the corner. Puck goes around behind the net as Guardians then pass up the middle of the ice. Barr is tripped. No call. Puck goes down into the SD zone. We got one Guardian in pursuit as they skate around the net. He pumps the brakes, comes back the other way. They now move in off the zone, come into the center ice. That's broken up by Algrim. Algrim then throws it in deep. SD skates around their own net. Lynette in pursuit. That's picked up by Lynette. Correction, Amos. They skate it back around their net, come back the other way. O'Brien now in pursuit as they get it into the middle. Lynette trying to get a stick on it, unable. Battle and SD comes out within a corner. They move it up. And that's blocked by Moravicek. Moravicek holds his own, but then quickly cleared out by SD. SD moves it up to their forward. He gets a shot. That's a goal. A little over 5 minutes left in the third period. Guardians now down by one. Catawba in to take the face-off, partnered with Olsen and Barr. SD comes out with it. They skate hard in the zone. They go right to the net. Wall able to make a real good save, slid over and did a pad save, and then able to cover the puck. That face-off is won by SD. He tries to take a shot. That's blocked. Yeah! And a redirection in front of the net. It goes over the shoulder wall. SD's now up by 2. Just under 4 minutes left to play in the third period. puck kicks back. SD able to poke it around the defenseman. SD moves it in the middle. That's broken up by Morvacek. O'Brien then picks it up. He tries to clear it out of the zone. That looked like that may have been out. Unsure. SD still moving in. O'Brien now with the puck. He tries to kick it out and able to clear the zone. He's taken down. SD then picks it up, moves it out to the point. Point then moves it up to the middle of the ice. Intercepted by Morvacek. Winnett tries to throw it into the middle. So he's taken down. He's hurt. SD then circles around. O'Brien still down on the ice. They move it far side and whistle. Looks like Brian's able to get up on his own feet, under his own power, holding his head. What a trooper. I'll tell you what, O'Brien, he grinds. We're going to have a face-off here at neutral ice. Just over 4 minutes left in the period. Tava to take the face-off. He draws it forward. That goes to SD defense as he throws it down. They wave off icing. He throws it around the boards to Olsen. Olsen then picks it up. And SD able to poke it down in deep. He's trying to center the ice. That hits off the side of the net. Now they're scrambling in front of the net. Olsen clears it. Bar in pursuit. Olsen now hit. They throw it out. SD now starts carrying it out of their zone. They pass the long pass cross ice. That's broken up by Cronlund. SD then throws it in deep. Morvacek behind the net. Skates around. Passes it over to Cronlund. Cronlund then moves it up to Barr. Barr trying to get it on. Kicks it around. One guy trying to clear the zone. They're able to, just unable to get it out of the zone. Comes back to Cronlund. Cronlund then steps to the side, starts to move. He passes it up to Katava. Katava then moves it up to Olsen. Olsen now in pursuit into the far corner, but has the puck taken away by SD as they come around the net. They pass up Dice as they come in. That's poked away. Now Olsen just throws it up the sideboards as they go in for a change. SD now regrouping. He's got speed. He's come out from the middle of the ice. He skates it to the outside. Cronlund breaks that up. Wall able to seal that up as the puck bounced just in front of the net. Another face-off in the Guardians' defensive zone. SD wins the draw, throws it back to D. They throw it back into the far corner. Simonson now behind the net, retrieve the puck, tries to get it up to O'Brien. Can't quite get there. O'Brien still getting Algram now with the puck. He passed it over Winnett. Winnett now skating up the ice into the SD zone. He makes a move on the blue line, and Guardians are offsides. Algram, Winnett, and O'Brien on the ice. Algram taking the face-off. He draws it forward. SD moves it D to D as they start to move up through center ice. That's taken away by Algram. Algram now throws it up, trying to get it around the defenseman. Defenseman picks it up, skates it around his own net. He circles back the other way, holds it behind the net, and comes out. Guardians putting on a forecheck as they move it up. SD moves it up. They pass it up center ice. That's intercepted, but not able to hold the zone. And that tries to throw it in deep. Picked up by SD defense. O'Brien and battling for that puck down in behind the net. SD comes out with it. He circles back the other way. He starts to move up. He throws it. Held in by Hagee. Hagee then throws it in deep. O'Brien then tries to center. That's intercepted by defenseman in front of the net. He starts to skate it out of the zone. He's moves into the middle of the ice. So that's broken up by defense. Now battling on the blue line, trying to get it out of the zone. Simonson with the puck. Simonson moves it up to Algrim. Algrim tries to hold it. Guardians may have got away with an offsides there. And the puck's thrown down the ice. They call tip, no icing. Piggy throws it around to Simonson. Simonson now in the corner of the defensive zone. He goes down as Algrim comes in to help. SD comes out of it in the corner. He skates around the net, moves it into the middle, and that's drawn out to Barr. Barr then clears the zone down the ice as Guardians make a line change. Barr moving in the forecheck as SD moves up the far corner. He then circles back the other way and then moves it up ice. That's deflected, but still able to get it out of the zone. They move it up, goes over to Morvacek. Morvacek now circles back, goes to the far side of the ice. That's intercepted by SD and able to hold the zone. Amos then throws it up the ice. No ice. SD now moving up behind their net with Barr in pursuit. That moves up to the winger. Winger then has his pass intercepted and kicked back in deep in the zone. Barr in pursuit. SD circles back the other way into the far corner. Then throws it the other side of the ice to the other far corner. Tava now battling in the corner. So that's the end of the game. End score 5-3. So nice job. Nice job, Guardians. So anybody watching, I just want to say thank you for listening today. Apologize for the delay on getting started. Hopefully next game will be a little bit more smooth. What time is it next game?
11, 11:30, 11:15, 11.
Hey, what's it mean when the ref goes down through here? As soon as he crosses this line, he whistles on screen. What's he do that? The ref, when he goes down through here, when he gets right here, it kind of goes like that.
That means it's not offside. It's good.
That's what that
So the puck has to go into the zone
Yep.
before players can go into the zone. So the guy carrying the puck has to go in first, but his teammates can't go across the blue line before him.
That's why sweet. That's why he's rushing down here on tapping that
Yeah,
puck.
he's trying to watch that blue line and make sure that they're offside.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All right, if you plan to watch next game will be at 11:30. Thank you for watching.